Hello, good morning, and welcome to Ballintoy. 7:30 in the morning, and just woken up. Come outside, stretch your legs, and it's foggy. It's day 2 of our road trip. I didn't really film anything like this yesterday, partly because I was embarrassed because I was with Kieran, because he was asleep in the van, and because we got up at 5 a.m. It's gorgeous here. Apparently it's this place in Game of Thrones as the Iron Islands. Stunning spot. It's really nice and warm actually this morning. That sun, which is just kind of burning through that fog, hopefully. It's really nice. And yeah, this is the second morning. I was going to show you what our plan is, but our plan is to go over that way. I'm pointing out to Rathlin Island, where they might have puffins. I'm very excited about that.
Just a quick note on that. If any of you have followed me on social media or know me personally, which might be the only people who are watching this, but you will know that for the last couple of years, particularly last year, I've made numerous attempts in Ireland to photograph puffins. And I photographed puffins. Like I went to the likes of the Cliffs of Moher, which you can see puffins at, and Skellig Islands, which you can see puffins at a similar time of year to this. They come to Ireland and to Wales and to places like Iceland and Greenland to lay their eggs, nest, and raise their young before flying out to sea for the next 9 months of the year. And yeah, I have not yet got that photo, that portrait of a puffin that I so desire. So on this day, the plan really for going to Rathlin Island was to go to the bird conservatory, the bird sanctuary. I looked that up. One sec. So, yeah, so the RSPB, Rathlin Nature Reserve, County Antrim. So that was the idea behind going to Rathlin Island, was to see puffins. And granted, it's supposed to be a beautiful island, but it was another thing that we didn't really plan out properly. Like the night before we booked the tickets to go on the ferry, we really kind of didn't look a huge amount into it, which might have been good to manage my expectations, essentially. Ultimately, we went, and it was an incredible place. I did technically get photos of puffins, which you will see. And yeah, you'll see it's an incredible place, incredible island, very remote, very, not disconnected, just kind of separate to the island of Ireland in general. It's what you sort of imagine Ireland 100 years ago to be like. But before then, I'm going to keep talking about Ballintoy here. So I'm really proud of the photos, actually. And bless him, he's a bit hungover from a few beers the night before. He's a bit tired and is a bit nervous in front of the camera, which I still am. So give him the benefit of the doubt. But I'm really proud of the photos, which you'll see from the night before and today. Not today, sorry, the night before and that morning, that beautiful foggy morning that we woke up to in Ballintoy Harbour. I'll talk to you guys later on about Rathlin Island, about what I saw, about the photography. But for now, I'm going to let him keep talking. Enjoy.
Sorry, I was just looking at you, and I can see the sea fog literally rolling in front of the camera. Yeah, as you can see, it's quite foggy here today. I love it. I'm going to go take some more photos around here with this beautiful fog, so you can see. And yeah, hopefully you'll get to see some of Rathlin Island, which is just that way. Hopefully I'll do a bit more of this later on in the day. If I don't, I'm sure I'll fill you in with some footage. But for now, yeah, I'm going to go take some more photos, have some more water, and stretch my legs before we have to make a move. See you later.
Lake at Brew Point is unusual in its small.
Loads of birds. Yeah, not bad, not bad. I'm not going to get a much more decent photo of a puffin, that'll do.
Well, hello. So yeah, as you can see, photographing puffins didn't exactly go to plan. Yeah, it was unfortunately a bit of a... It was ultimately a bit of a disappointment, really. That's the best way I can put it. I had hyped myself up for getting these shots, which I hadn't been able to get the last couple of years, and thought, you know what? I'll be able to get them here on Rathlin Island. Where I got that idea from, I'm not really sure. I didn't do any planning. I didn't research it. And so I didn't really have any way of managing my expectations. Which is on me. I can't blame the puffins for not being closer, really. It's not like they're at the bottom of a cliff. That's where it's safe. That's where they nest. Not their fault. But it was quite a struggle, actually. I found it was one of the few times in my photography sort of journey that I found it really hard to get over that disappointment of not getting that shot, of not being able to then move on to anything else and kind of having a bit of a block. And yeah, I was just really frustrated. It was instantly obvious that it was like, yeah, this isn't going to work. I got a couple of shots like this one of like them with all their feet, and you can see all their orange feet. I kind of like it. It's cool. They're all having like a little gathering. But that's with my big 70 to 300mm lens really cropped in really far. And it's great that I can do that in post, but it's not the shot that I was after. It's a gorgeous place. You see from the footage, it's a stunning, stunning spot. And I just couldn't get over the fact that I couldn't get that photo of puffins, or found it really frustrating. And to be honest, like even the other photos I tried to take of the other seabird, like it just wasn't, I wasn't there. I wasn't in the mindset, I wasn't in the mood, and it was hard. We took this bus from the harbour called the Puffin bus, which you'll see here, which was great. It was a really easy way of getting to and from because it was super hilly there. But it only meant we had about an hour at the lighthouse. So there was no time to really fail, get over yourself, try to fail again, or try to not fail again and get better. It was a case of, all right, I need to go see puffins. I need to try find them now, get that shot. And it wasn't possible. Maybe if you had like the 150 to 600 mil stupidly long lens, you might have. But not with what I had. It was inevitably a disappointment. But I just didn't know that going into it. That was going to be the case. Still though, I'm really glad we decided to go to Rathlin Island. As you'll see coming up. We kind of decided to head back to the town village area, have a bit of a wander and a bit of an explore. So there are a couple of photos which I got, which I'm very happy with and pleased with, and they're very pretty. We happened to go on the day, and one weekend there's a maritime festival on in Rathlin Island. Yeah, there was people singing sea shanties. There was an orange lobster that they were going to release into the wild, because that's apparently unusual. Didn't know that was a thing. It was still a really, really interesting day, and it's an island I think you could spend a couple days or a week at and just go exploring and wandering, and I think it would be beautiful. And the people of Rathlin Island were so nice and friendly. Everyone was so lovely to talk to, really inquisitive, just lovely people, really. We headed back on the ferry then for what I can only describe as one of the coolest experiences of my life that really made up for not getting to see a puffin on this trip. Yeah, you're going to enjoy it. I had a silly amount of fun making this little montage clip sort of section. And it was from a day that I was inevitably still a bit disappointed getting on that ferry that I didn't get the shots I wanted. This made up for it and then some. The childish giddy when we saw what we saw first, like when we saw that first in the distance. Yeah. I think everyone gets a bit excited when they see dolphins. Here you go. As always, thanks a million for anyone who's supporting the channel, watching it, commenting, subscribing. I really appreciate it. Please let me know in the comments anything you feel or think about these videos, any thoughts, opinions, tips, helpful insights, or if you just want to say hi. Anyway, enjoy the rest of the video, and I'll see you soon.
kanaka-too-ray-ay. They comb their hair with the herring backbone. Oh, John, kanaka-naka-too-ray-ay. Too-ray-ay, oh, too-ray-ay. John, kanaka-naka-too-ray-ay. Just one more heave and that'll do. Oh, John, kanaka-naka-too-ray-ay. 'Cause we're the crew that'll pull her through. Oh, John.